Well, I was happy. It was Thanksgiving, had a nice long weekend, ate Thanksgiving turkey, stuffing, and Fidel Castro. Man, that made my Thanksgiving Day weekend perfect. Fidel Castro is dead. That's a great thing. You know, in America, we should be very grateful. Fidel Castro going straight to hell. And we're watching Cubans in Cuba having some kind of sadness, and they're having these rallies for sadness. You know why they're doing that? Because they probably feel like they got a gun at their head, and if they don't show sadness over Fidel dying, that something bad could happen to them. Really, the Cubans here in the United States, in Florida, we're all having great parades and suggesting that maybe Cuba will be getting better.
Man, I think we have to be very careful about celebrating the death and the transition of any world leader that America had a problem with. Fidel Castro, whether we like him or not, whether we agree or disagree with some of his policy practices, we have to agree that his literacy rate is 10 times better than that of America. Do you know, well, wait a minute, according to statistics, they invest 10% of their national budget into education. In America, we do 2%. Health care in Cuba is free. Do you realize that African Americans who cannot afford medical school in America are in Cuba going to medical school?
World War III. Let's not dance around that. Cuba, if they had their way, was going to blow the hell out of the United States. Thank God that didn't
you're
happen.
accusing them of wanting to start World War III, but America's the only nation on earth to have ever dropped an atomic bomb on anybody. So we're the real warmongers, not somebody in Cuba. So we're pretending to make him be the monster, but we're the monster who dropped the atomic bomb, not Cuba.
Cuba is allowing China warships to go into their base. Cuba has allowed a lot of our enemies to come over there and put their ships in their base. Are you kidding me?
But Matt,
I don't trust anybody in Cuba.
What's more dangerous? Cuba having a relationship that's militarily with China? We have one too. Speak about that one. What about all of these Chinese products coming into America, and America's not sending any of their products to China? China's ripping America off with the trade practices because all of their goods are coming into us and ours are barely going into them. Well, so that's more dangerous what Castro got going with China.
No, it's not more dangerous, but here's what we need to do. We need to make sure that our military is ready should China ever take it upon themselves to threaten us in any way. We better have a military ready to go.
Let's remember, Fidel Castro invited thousands of African Americans who could not afford to go to medical school to go to Cuba, and many of them got their medical licenses and came back to America to practice because education is free in Cuba as well as health care. We could learn something from them in America.
We can't learn anything. You know what, Fidel Castro, I hope you burn in hell.
Well, some of the American leaders will be burning right there with him because they just as wicked.